Welcome everyone to ECW Live from St. Louis, Missouri for this edition of ECW. And after, well, one hell of a night last night on Raw, what will the ECW brand, what will the Extreme brand here in World Wrestling Entertainment have to offer? Of course, well, ever since Extreme Rules, we're going to start doing full shows. And this is the first full show of ECW, and we're kicking things off with this man, Shad Gaspard. Of course, HM, him was one of the many superstars who got drafted over here to ECW a couple weeks back. It was more of a random choice type thing, and well, he was one of those randomized superstars, so ECW hasn't really been showcasing all the much superstars, but now with this full show, have more opportunities for more superstars. Here tonight is Shad's opponent here tonight, well, Primo, of course, Primo, very, very underlooked here. So, shall see what happens for him, but he has a tough chance here tonight against Shad. Of course, Shad's former tag team partner of Crime Time, JGG, he is currently still assigned to Smackdown brand. He did not get drafted over to ECW, but Shad, however, did. Primo and a couple others, and we shall see those couple others later on tonight, including ECW champion Christian, who's in action, non-title action, up next. And now Primo, but immediately start things off here, working on the arm, taking Shad down, nicely done. And Primo has surprised us all here. The size advantage obviously goes to Shad. That equals the power advantage goes to Shad as well. But Primo, well, starting things off with an armbar, and Shad able to get out of it, but took him a while to. So Shad getting taken off guard there, nicely done by Primo. But now elbow drop gets, I think he got the top of the head to start things off. And Shad now going to taunt to the fans, rightfully so, took Primo down with that elbow. Primo now going to take his time getting back inside the ring. He has into the referee's 10 count. He has 8 more seconds left. And Shad just taunting to the crowd, trying to get them hyped up here for ECW. And Primo now with a strike, looking to get a big victory here tonight over Shad Gaspard. And if Primo does do that, well then, definitely momentum. Get yourself known. Get yourself more known here on ECW. Make a statement for the ECW Championship. Speaking of which, we shall have 4 superstars try to make a statement and their claim for the ECW Championship as Jesus Christ, Shad just lifts up Primo. He slams him down, and now, well, I thought I was going to go into a corner, now into the ropes. And now Shad just going to take Primo and goes to the outside, does Primo. Well, anyway, as I was saying, we're going to have 4 superstars try to make a claim, make a statement for the ECW Championship, as later on tonight in the main event, we shall have a Fatal 4-Way Extreme Rules main event to determine the #1 contender for the ECW Championship, to see who faces Christian at the Bash. It shall be between Henry, Zack Ryder, Terry Funk, and the phenomenal one, AJ Styles. That is here tonight on ECW, along with up next, Christian is in action. So, here tonight in ECW, nothing too crazy, but, we're getting some stuff started, heading into a Bash, so that's always good. Primo once again get inside the ring. He's been doing that multiple times in this matchup. Well, Shad has been doing pretty well for himself so far in this match. Primo had a good start, but ever since then, hasn't really been the best of, things to happen for him in this matchup. Hasn't really been doing the best besides to start with the armbar. If he could do that again, catch Shad off guard, that could either be a good thing or a bad thing. Obviously, it could catch him off guard, which is a good thing in its own right, but then also, piss off Shad in the process later on. And we all know Shad is a person you seriously do not want to piss off here, as Primo, the speed of Primo, too great for Shad to actually get a grapple, but now just slamming him down once again like he did earlier. I think that's the spinebuster variation. Off the ropes goes Primo. Here we go, Shad now misses the big boot. The speed of Primo, once again, too great for Shad. But the power of Shad, obviously, just overpowers Primo in that department, takes him down. But Primo now, what's this? Tilt-a-whirl head scissors. Or hurricanrana, whatever you want to call it. But Primo, well, that's what I was saying. Catching your opponent off guard, and that's what Primo just did right there. Nicely done. But once again, Shad just right there and answered back with something. So this could lead to me answering my own question. Catching Shad off guard definitely is going to piss him off, but Primo, nice strike there. Stretching out shortly after, gets him with that. I don't even know what that was, but wasn't pretty, but I think it was effective because now Shad is cornered. Primo now, can he get a victory here? Now he needs to send the big man on the second rope here. But Shad, well, just decides to get off casually. Primo just couldn't do anything. And Shad just going to drive him down to the mat right there. Head first. Goes Primo, his head just bounced off the mat right there. Now Shad going to pin him off of that. This could be all she wrote for Primo. Had a good performance, and yep, that's it. Well, ladies and Shad, well, he ruled the majority of that matchup. Primo had a couple of good moments in and out of the matchup. Caught Shad off guard maybe 2 or 3 times right there. But at the end of the day, Shad Gaspard gets a big victory here tonight on ECW. What a way to kick things off in ECW here tonight in St. Louis, Missouri. What a matchup. What a showcase of dominance by Shad. Primo, well, better luck next time. He did have a good performance, though. We have to give our applaud to Primo. He had a good performance. He did pretty well for himself, but at the end of the day, Shad gets the big victory. And now, away from this, we now go to your ECW Championship, or your ECW Champion, I should say, Christian, as he's going to be in 1-1 action with, well, Ted DiBiase Jr. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, we actually, if you guys did watch Brooklyn Revolution News Mode, went back when I, was consistent in doing that, instead of just doing highlights now occasionally, which I'm going to start just doing pay-per-view highlights. That's it, because, that's probably the longest running series I've done here in this channel has been Brooklyn Revolution News Mode. And as of late, it's just been me doing highlights. I'm just going to start doing highlights of pay-per-views just so I could, still get it out there maybe once a month or something like that. But anyway, yeah, the ECW logo loop you just saw is from the Brooklyn Revolution News Mode, along with, the Smackdown 2014 one, the Raw 2008 one, or it's a 2011 one, and Superstars 2009 logo loops, and the Velocity logo loop. I still have all of those, so, we're going to use those, besides Velocity, obviously, but we could use the same ones. Probably not going to use the same Smackdown one, though, because it's, a different logo. But, I'm probably going to get a different Smackdown loop. And if not, then, the 2014 one works. I just did it because I like the logo. Anyway, well, here comes the $1 Million Champion. Not sure if this is going to be a title in Universe Mode later on in the future. Well, upon this man's standards, upon Ted DiBiase Jr., the fortunate son, as he was once called, I believe. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's up to his own terms to defend that $1 Million Championship. Not sure if he could make that a secondary title here in ECW, because at this point, ladies and gentlemen, the only title here in ECW is the ECW Championship. That could all change. Could be Ted DiBiase with the $1 Million Championship to defend that. Maybe in an open challenge like Sheamus has been doing as of late. Last night on Raw, the one that answered that United States Championship open challenge, John Morrison. Of course, he came up short. But yeah, here we go, kicking things off here tonight. He said, what a clothesline by DiBiase. Taking Christian down right there. The ECW Champion caught off guard right there. Now kick to a midsection. Now, rebound Irish Whip, power slam. DiBiase on the roll here. Well, of course, the Fatal 4-Way up next, the main event to determine the number one contender for Christian's ECW Championship. But to be fair, maybe we're going to have to scratch that for it being Christian versus either AJ Styles, Mark Henry, Zack Ryder, or Terry Funk. Because it could maybe be Christian versus Ted DiBiase versus one of those 4 men. That is, of course, if DiBiase is to win this matchup here tonight. If DiBiase wins, then he gets a future ECW title opportunity. Whether if it's before or after a pay-per-view, to be fair, you can use it anytime you want to. Necessarily, if you were to use it a year later, I'm not sure if that would really count all that much, but you could use it in a timely manner, but you got enough time. You got more than a month at least. So that should be more than enough time if DiBiase is to defeat Christian here tonight. And now has him from behind, has him up here, and now going to take him down. Christian landing on his knee right there. Ted DiBiase has really impressed me and probably has impressed the rest of the fans here in attendance in St. Louis for ECW because, well, they didn't really expect this off the gate for DiBiase. Ruling this matchup so far, and now, Headlock, what's this? Oh, never mind, not special, just an elbow right to the chin, right to the facial area right there. Nothing too great, but yet still effective, and now Headlock. Well, not a headlock, just a snapmare. Bow and arrow now, or whatever. I believe that's how Sheamus was able to defeat John Morrison. Stretched him out for a long period of time. That sounds wrong. You know what I mean. And, well, just pinned him shortly after. Morrison had none left in the tank after that. And I'm going to stop talking because after I said the stretched out part sounds weird. Yeah. Anyway, the game decides to freeze momentarily. But now Christian going to turn things around here. And now gets caught with a power slam though. DiBiase really is impressing me here in INEW in 1, 2. Can this be it? No, a 2 count. And only a 2 count. DiBiase a little bit surprised off of that. To be fair, I wouldn't be surprised if DiBiase actually won that one. Because, well, he did connect flush out of nowhere with that power slam. Caught Christian off guard. And DiBiase's performance has really been impressive so far here in ECW. He could definitely be a future ECW champion. It could definitely start with him defeating the ECW champion here tonight in Christian, however. DiBiase now on top rope. Christian is up, though. DiBiase sides against it, though. Well, he did still have enough time to do what he was going to try to go for against Christian. Not really a rookie mistake, DiBiase. He's been here for a while. He's not really much of a rookie. But, you know, just a little bit of a mistake right there. Well, it happens. Unless he was thinking of something else. Well, he did decide against it. But anyway, now, DiBiase still. Now, let's back on the roll or not. Christian able to kick him off, though. Christian gets kicked in his stomach for his own troubles. And now, clothesline. Nice lariat right there by DiBiase. And now on top rope, DiBiase going to go for a retry here, Christian. Oh, no, DiBiase once again not going to do it. And that time, he definitely did have a good opportunity. But not going to do it. Neck breaker shortly after Irish whipping Christian to the other side of the ring. DiBiase, third time. He's finally going to go for it. And a double foot stomp. Thought it was going to be a double leg drop for a second. No. Or a double knee drop. No. Double foot stomp there. Nice done by DiBiase. And now here we go. Same like his father. The Cobra Clutch Slam. Complete dream streaks, right? Dream streak. I can't remember. It's one of those two. Anyway, speaking of 2, it's not going to be a 2 count. It's a 3 count. DiBiase has pinned the ECW champion Christian. Well, depending on who wins the Fatal 4 to determine the number 1 contender for the ECW championship later on tonight, they're going to either face Christian or that man at the Bash, or both. Christian has lost this matchup. DiBiase could cash in that matchup now, either next week or at the Bash to make a trip that we do not know. But anyway, now, ladies and gentlemen, guess what? We're going to do a Raw Rebound. Here we go.
The Raw Rebound is brought to you by WWE Shop, the official WWE merchandise superstore.
And now he's going to bring her to the center of the ring. This could be all she wrote for Gail Kim, but Kim, the puncher to the midsection. Kim still has to fight here. And now here we go. DDT takes her down. Flow over DDT. Nicely done by the Divas champion. The new Divas champion, I should say. Who won it at Extreme Rules. And, well, I guess not really springboard. And she caught nothing but the mat there. Natalya was dazed. The next thing she sees, Gail Kim laying below at her feet. That worked out well in Natalya's favor. By accident, at least. And now what's this? Of course, work on those legs for the sharpshooter later on in this matchup. That is, if Natalya could be able to actually do it. And that momentary had her. And now what's this? Well, speak of the devil, because Natalya now, she has the Divas champion locked in off of the missed crossbody. Off the missed connection. Gail Kim now, she's struggling. Is she going to tap? Kim has tapped out. Ladies and gentlemen, Natalya has submitted the Divas champion. Wow. Okay then. Ladies and gentlemen, Natalya has made the Divas champion tap out. Gail Kim has tapped out. Natalya has defeated the Divas champion, and she's going to get a future Divas star opportunity. And Cena just staring down Michaels there. Michaels just like, what are you doing, I guess. And now here we go. DX with a double team on Cena once again. We saw this earlier on in the night. Earlier on in this matchup. They continue to do it once again. Michaels now. Oh, never mind. Cena working on the arm side rush in the next sweep. He did that. Michaels on the outside a couple minutes ago. And now was this Shawn. Cena with the pin. And Shawn thought he was going to jump off the top rope. Cena now. Cena gets the victory. What? Well, ladies and John Cena has stolen the victory. Michaels was planning on breaking it up. He could have jumped off the top rope, decided not to. Cena now. Well, Triple H just rolled out the ring. Michaels just, I guess, over-fatigued. And now, here we go. Cena, you won the damn match. And Cena attacking. Just attacking Michaels after. John Cena wins the matchup here tonight on Raw, but that's not enough. Well, it definitely was an interesting Raw to say the least last night in Boston, Massachusetts, the hometown of John Cena, and Cena, the hometown hero. He won that matchup, and well, after you saw that, ladies and gentlemen, 2 matches announced for Raw's side at the Bash, the WWE Championship matchup, as you see on your screen right now, and, well, the Divas Championship matchup, as you just saw a couple seconds ago as well. And, well, you saw Melina there in the middle between Gail Kim and Natalya. And the reason to ask of why is, well, ladies and gentlemen, of course, Melina is the former Divas champion. She lost the title to Gail Kim at the Extreme Rules preview a couple nights ago. Gail Kim won the title from her. And, well, of course, Gail Kim, as saw in that rebound segment right there, she ultimately did lose the matchup to Natalya, non-title, of course. And, well, Natalya has been announced that Natalya will cash in that championship match clause, I guess you could say. She would cash it in at the Bash. She could just cash it in for a one-on-one title opportunity against Gail Kim. To be fair, she could do that. Like on next week's edition of Raw. On the next episode of Raw, she could just do that, but she decided not to. So she's going to have it at the Bash. It's going to be a triple threat between Melina, Gail Kim, and Natalya. And not to mention, that is Melina's rematch clause. Unless something else is to change in the future, that will be the matchup for the Divas title at the Bash. Should be an exciting one as Styles just made his way to the ring. Now, Long Island Iced sees Zack Ryder in the ring as well. And now Kool-Aid Man, as I love to call him, Kool-Aid Man, Mark Henry. Well, don't let the smiling face fool you, ladies and gentlemen. The world's strongest man is here on ECW. Looking to make a statement. Could challenge either Christian or Ted DiBiase for the ECW Championship, or both. As they keep saying that because DiBiase just defeated Christian a couple minutes ago here on ECW. So he could have a title match next week, or at the Bash, or, well, maybe in 2 weeks, maybe in 3 weeks. We do not know. Only DiBiase knows in his mind currently. Who knows, maybe he doesn't, maybe he hasn't even decided yet. And well, Terry Funk, this man, a couple weeks ago in ECW, had an impressive Extreme Rules performance against Jake the Snake Roberts in the Legends Showcase. Of course, the advantage was obviously that Terry Funk has a hardcore background in the original ECW. And, well, many more promotions has been in plenty of death matches, plenty of hardcore matches. So he has amazing experience for when it comes to that. And now, well, Styles and Ryder were momentarily going against Henry, but Styles to be the one to take down Henry. And now, here we go, fatal 4-way. The very cliche type thing. 2 men on the outside, 2 men on the inside of the ring. Or not, because Terry Funk can go to the outside. So now strategy for fatal 4-way is obvious. Team up against one person. It's like the triple threat that I explained last night on Raw that we saw the rebound of. Where, of course, you know, team up to take on one person, whether it's the strongest or whether it's, although the most smartest one is to do it against the strongest competitor, which at this point will be Mark Henry. So it's going to have to be these 3, Ryder, Styles, and Funk, teaming up against Mark Henry and Rich Ryder, taking him down with those steel steps, being very effective on the big man. But of course, you know, team up, take down one person. Although in the Fatal 4, it's different. It's not like a triple threat. So, you know, it's more like a tag team situation at this point. Or you could also do 3-on-1 as well. And with us, we now take our focus back to this matchup here. Plenty of weapons already here in this Extreme Rules matchup here tonight in ECW. We got a table. We got a steel step. We got a mop. We got candlestick. Well, now we got candlestick thanks to AJ Styles. And, of course, steel chair on the outside. And now all 4 men inside the ring, measuring each other out. And now Styles has Henry, takes him down with a candlestick. Ryder now gets whacked in the back for his own troubles, taking too long to use that table to his advantage. And now Terry Funk gonna decide to take down Styles. Styles at this point the most impressive, as well as of the last couple seconds, using that candlestick disadvantage. Now Ryder has Henry into the... Oh, never mind. Henry doesn't go into the corner. Steel steps. Could have tripped up Henry, but nope. Anyway, now what a double team. Mark Henry lifting up Zack Ryder. Styles able to go further with the kick. So there we go. Nicely done by those two. Team up against Zack Ryder. Once again, the team up in this matchup. Most crucial, if you ask me. Not to mention Picture Spot being ultimate opportunist. Although Edge is not in this matchup, but you know, they could take a page out of his book. Be the ultimate opportunist in this matchup. And now Terry Funk will club and blow right to Styles. And now here we go, Funk. We saw him do this multiple times to Jake Roberts a couple weeks back. Signature or finishing power driver to the phenomenal one. He lands head first and Mark Henry gets squashed by those steel steps. Nicely done by Ryder. And now it's just Styles now. Styles clash in the middle of the Ryder pin. Only a 2 count. Henry kicks out. And Ryder's going to break up the pinfall attempt. Nicely done right there. What a sequence, I should say. We had Terry Funk do his power driver. And now Styles, I believe he reversed the other power driver right there. We had Terry Funk do his power driver to Styles. We have Ryder throw the steel steps onto the face of Henry. And then we had Styles do the Styles clash to Terry Funk. And speaking of the devil, well, never mind. Styles was planning on doing Styles clash, like I said. Well, once again, weirdly enough, when I say it, Terry Funk was going to do another power drive, gets reversed. Styles was going to do another Styles clash, it gets reversed. Well, match apparently still, now Funk now takes him down, side rush and leg sweep with the candlestick focused on the neck. Double team here on the world's strongest man, nicely done by the young rookie Zack Ryder and the veteran Terry Funk, and DDT plants him down. And well, Terry Funk, the hardcore legend here in ECW, not Mick Foley. But now Styles, DDT takes down Mark Henry. And Ryder's going reverse where Funk was going for perhaps another power driver. And now, Ryder was going to get his face squashed by the steel steps like what he did Henry earlier. But Styles wasn't able to fully connect with it as Ryder was able to get there in time. Styles is hurting in this matchup, being the first to show some effects of those weapon shots, of those power drivers by Terry Funk. And now Tilt the World backbreaker lifts up the big man. And now Styles here, after the amazing backbreaker, the amazing feat of strength by Styles on Styles' part, delivering it right to Mark Henry. Henry's already up though, but now Henry, he is highly fatigued. Ryder now with the, I was about to say ladder, no, the table, uses it to his advantage, hitting Mark Henry with it. Henry goes back to being down. Styles now almost gets into a corner, but now just going to answer it back as he hits Zack Ryder right in the face with a forearm. And now Henry on Terry Funk here. Strong Irish whip into the corner goes Funk, chest first. Ryder's also, he's also hurt. Everyone feeling the effects of multiple weapon shots, of multiple just clubbing blows to the body here. Everyone feeling the effects here tonight in St. Louis for ECW. And now, can Ryder do this? Ryder has the big man up suplex. Short period of time, but however, still just incredible to see. And Styles able to break that up at 2. I don't think Mark Henry had anything left to attain the kick out. I don't think Henry was kicking out of that one. I believe Zack Ryder was almost #1 contender for the ECW Championship if it wasn't for Styles to break it up. Luckily enough, Styles is able to break it up. He keeps this matchup alive here tonight. Amazing feat of strength on the rookie Zack Ryder's part. Of course, Styles obviously no rookie. He's been in that other brand. We don't mention that other brand. I hope I can't. TNA, obviously TNA. I was trying not to break kayfabe, but screw it, cause I can't help it. I'm going to break kayfabe. Anyway, now Henry gun pin Styles. I didn't even see what happened there because I was too focused on just seeing Terry Funk. But anyway, going back to what's happening on here. Ryder now on Terry Funk. Double team here by Henry. And Ryder takes down Terry Funk. Double knee right to a gut. Maybe in a little bit off the chest right there. And now Styles, what's this? Has Ryder up. Snap suplex, nicely done by the phenomenal one. And Henry, the amazing feat of strength, the world's strongest man, lifts up Terry Funk, drops him down like he's nothing with the gorilla press. And Styles walks into the warpath of Mark Henry. Not much of a good place to walk into, but Styles had an answer for that one. And now what's this? Jesus Christ! Takes him down. What a DDT. And Terry Funk misses the charge at Ryder. Ryder able to sidestep it. Collar and elbow tie up here. Who's going to win this exchange? It's going to be the more highly experienced Terry Funk. And what a clothesline. And Funk able to break up the pin between Styles and Henry. And now club and blow by Terry Funk. This time Ryder able to take down Mark Henry with a clothesline. And now it's the Styles snap mare kick right to the face. The Batista cincher, which I hate. I did edit the moveset. I do not remember putting that for Styles, but whatever. Anyway, Mark Henry now close to a ring post in the corner. Gets back inside the ring though. Terry Funk now has the phenomenal one. And suplex, nicely done. And what a shot there by Henry to Ryder. I believe that was Bay. I didn't fully see it. I did see the impact though. Henry right there gonna break it up. I'm not sure if Terry Funk noticed or not, but hey, you don't know. Now you do know. And now Terry Funk in the corner, Styles looking to make his way there. Not going to be able to. Henry catches Styles before he could do whatever he was going to do to Terry Funk. Not sure if Henry saved Funk or not. Henry was going to look to clothesline Styles, most likely take him, out of the equation for a while by taking him to the outside of the ring. The fact that the majority of this matchup has been in the inside of the ring, let alone itself, is actually, to me, very, very surprising. And now strong arm Styles, chest first, goes into the Unforgiven. Well, turnbuckle padding, but, still, while it is padding, you still feel the impact. Still going to hurt either way. Now, just imagine if it was an exposed turnbuckle, then that would definitely even hurt 100 times worse than it would compared to padding. And now Ryder, don't know what he was going to try to do to Terry Funk, but Funk's going to answer back by taking Ryder down. And now Henry Rush shot, kicking right to the midsection. Styles is hurting. Off the ropes goes AJ Styles. Henry now not going to do anything. Thought Ryder was going to connect to the clothesline. Ryder, he did not, but, I guess that's what Henry kind of thought. Go behind by Terry Funk, now elbow right to the back of Ryder. Funk misses that charge. He tried it earlier against Ryder. Didn't work out too well. Misses it against Henry, but this time I believe about Henry's acknowledgement. And now it's this AJ Styles pump handle. Has him up. Jesus. Pump handle. And then, well, stomach meets knee for Mark Henry. What a connection there by Styles. The amazing strength of AJ Styles to lift up Mark Henry. We saw Ryder do it earlier, and then before Ryder, we also saw Styles do it at one point as well. So, Mark Henry, the world's strongest man, getting not manhandled here, but he's getting, to his surprise, getting lifted up. And now, speaking of which, here we go again. The shot of the mop, but Terry Funk, just a power driver, delivering it to Mark Henry. And now, well, Ryder going to use that steel chair to just notice that it's been the outside of the ring since the beginning of this matchup, to be fair. Ryder going to use it to his advantage. To be fair, it's going to be the most devastating weapon to use in this whole matchup so far, at least. And, well, wasn't sure he was going to try to do right there, but it's going to get broken up anyway. I think accidentally by Terry Funk. And now, was this Funk DDT plant Styles down head first. And Mark Henry, he is knocked out. And now he's awoken off that steel chair right to the back. And Henry, he's not too pleasantly surprised. Well, he's not too pleased of that, I should say. I have no idea what I was trying to say earlier, but whatever. Bulldog by Ryder, however. With the takedown Henry. Henry going back to being knocked out here. He's been taking a whole lot of damage here. Of every other man in this matchup, he's been taking majority, I should say. And now another power driver by Mark Henry. But, well, we have that. We have a pinfall attempt by Styles. Ryder's going to kick out too, however. And now Terry Funk is going to go for a pin. Styles, as he notices it. Breaks it up at 1. What a match it's been between all these 4 men. To be fair, it's been pretty even. We haven't really had, a most definite fan favorite. Well, as much as his said, because I feel like Mark Henry's going to overhear me and come over here towards the announce table. But I feel like Henry hasn't really been doing all that well. And to be fair, ladies and gentlemen, I don't think he's going to win this matchup. He's taking a whole lot of damage. He's been one-upped. Multiple men have picked him up multiple times throughout this matchup. Not saying that Henry cannot win. He could obviously still win, but I just don't feel like he is going to. But now that cloud changed here. The pin on Terry Funk. Never mind. Ryder's going to break it up. Ryder's been impressive. Styles has definitely been impressive. Terry Funk he's just been Terry Funk, destroying everyone in his path. And now Styles doing to what he did to Mark Henry earlier. Pump handle and gutbuster shortly after. Pump handle gutbuster in total. And now, wait a second, Mark Henry, he's busted open. Well, Henry acknowledged it, but yes, Henry, he is busted open. Blood is dripping on the mat. Mark Henry is busted open. I believe it was after the Bulldog by Ryder earlier on in this matchup, in which the connection just, an amazing connection, a brutal connection, face first to the mat went Henry, and I believe he is busted open. Yep. It's not an ER man. It's definitely is Henry. As he gets Bulldog for shows once again a couple of seconds ago. And now Ryder, steel chair, equalizer, never mind. Terry Funk, the shot with the steel steps. That steel step shot definitely did, well, it hurt Ryder. It even took down the referee in the process, in which the referee's not able to pin the, not able to count the pinfall for Styles on Ryder. But anyway, it wouldn't matter because Henry broke it up before 3 seconds. And when now Styles, well, chop block taking down Zack Ryder. To be fair, should be doing that Mark Henry of all people. And Henry gets taken down with a DDT for his own trouble. Styles with a chair. Terry Funk staring him down. Ryder's now up. Henry's the only one knocked out. Funk was going for Styles. Ryder's going to break it up though. Has him back suplex. And now Henry. Well, victory will be for him. It would just be a nice accolade to his career to be ECW champion. That's only if he could win this matchup here tonight. Which I've said I don't think he will be. But nice double team by Henry and Styles right there. I don't think he's going to win this matchup. He just hasn't been all that well. And that's one of the reasons why. As he gets sent to the outside, Terry Funk right behind you. He breaks it up. At the count of 1. But if Mark Henry is to, well, if he is to get any sort of opportunity, and he has to be ECW champion, that's one more thing to add to the career highlights of, well, to add to Mark Henry. Been in this business for a while, so that's Terry Funk. Ryder, he's been here for a short period of time. Styles just came here from TNA. But then again, Styles is no slouch. He has experience as well. Just same thing, it's been in another professional wrestling company. And now it's this Ryder taking down Styles, while Terry Funk taking down Mark Henry. What a fail for it's been here tonight to end things off in St. Louis for ECW. And now, devastating. Ryder takes down Styles, and now Terry Funk, working on the legs. He doesn't notice, and it's a 3 count. Zack Ryder is #1 contender for Christian's ECW Heavyweight Championship. And well, what a matchup. Zack Ryder, at the end of the day, he's one with the Sack Attack. That's what it's called. It's called the Sack Attack. The Sack Attack by Zack Ryder gets him the victory here in ECW. Wow. Best of all, he could have pinned Henry, could have pinned Styles, could have pinned Terry Funk. He has pinned. He could have pinned anyone, but he ultimately ends up pinning AJ Styles. So Styles, not too good for him. It wouldn't have been too good for anyone if they were to get pinned in the first place, to be fair. But yeah, there we go. Nicely done by Ryder. And well, we have this graphic right now. It could eventually change. It could replace Christian with Ted DiBiase Jr. But anyway, there we go. Zack Ryder will chant for the ECW Championship, and it could be against that man Christian. However, in the next couple of weeks, we don't really know. But that graphic could change as Ted DiBiase could become ECW champion if he could defeat Christian one more time. And it could be him versus Ryder, or it could be a triple threat between Ryder, Christian, and DiBiase. We will not know, but we shall see that in the future to come later on in the next couple of weeks. Well, that's it for ECW. Catch you all in the next episode of Universe Mode, which will be Superstars.